Now let's look at this Gauss competition question. It's about three-digit number. For this kind of a three-digit number, one of the digit is the sum of the other two digits. The question is how many numbers like this for these three-digit numbers. For this kind of questions, it's very important to consider all the situations to make sure that there's no missing or duplicate consideration. For this question, let's focus on the sum. Let's start from the largest digit, 9, and see what are the possible other two digits. And I assume the first digit is less than the second, less or equal to the second one. Because once we got the two digits, we can consider how many possible arrangements of these three numbers to get the three-digit numbers. So first, we can say it's a 0 and then 9. It's important to include this combination. If you do not include this combination, you miss a few numbers. Then you can say 1, 8, and 2, 7, and 3, 6, 4, 5. Then if we continue, we can see if I see the first one is 5, the second one becomes 4. And I say the first one is less than the second digits, which is not true in this situation. So I consider all the combinations for this situation. So with the sum of 9, these are all the different combinations. Now let's consider the next sum, which is 8. We could have 0 as one digit and then 8 as another digit. Similarly, we can have 1 and 7, then 2 and 6, then 3 and 5, and then 4 and 4. Yes, it's possible to have two digits of the same number. Then we move on to the sum of 7, because it has one combination of 0 and 7, and then 1 and 6, 2 and 5, 3 and 4, then no more. So this is 4 is the first digit, the second digit will be 3, so there's no more. Then we move on to 6, 0 and 6, 1 and 5, 2 and 4, 3 and 3. Okay, so like this, we just need to list all these combinations for the sum. So for 5, there's 0 and 5, 1 and 4, 3 and, oh, sorry, 2 and 3. And that's it. 4, so we have 0 and 4. Then 1 and 3, and 2 and 2. Then 3. For the sum of 3, we have 0 and 3, 1 and 2, no more. So if we say the first one is 2, and the second digit will be 1, so which is against our setting here. Now let's move on to the sum of 2, we have 0 and 2, and we have 1 and 1. Now, the sum of 1, yes, it's possible to have a sum of 1. We have 0 and 1, and there's no more. So this lists all the combinations of these possible 3 digits. Now, the second step is to see how many these 3 digits numbers that we can make for each of these combinations. For example, for the sum of 9, and then we have 2 digits 0 and 9, we can have 909 and 990, two 3-digit numbers. But we cannot move the 0 as the first digit because in that case it will be 99, which is less than 100. It's not a 3-digit number. So for this combination, we have only two 3-digit numbers. Let's consider 918. So for the first digit, we can choose 9 or 1 or 8. Then for the second one, we have two possibilities. For example, if we choose 9, the second digit we need to choose, we can only choose 1 or 8. So we have two options. And the last digit is the remaining digit, so we only have one, which is that's the total number of 3-digit numbers for this combination 918 is 3 times 2 times 1, which is 6. Similarly, so we can see for the other combination of this 9 series, it's also 6, 6, 6. Now we move on to the combination of with the sum of 8. So similar to the combination of 909, so this one is 808. Again, the first digit cannot be 0, so we only have two numbers with this combination. For all the others, we have 6. So look at this one. Number 8 and 4 and 4. So in this case, the only difference for the 3 digits number is depends on the place of this number 8. If the number 8 is in the first digit, it's 844. If the number 8 is in the second digit, it's 484. Similarly, if it's in the last digit, it's 448. So there are only 3 numbers for this combination. Okay, let's move on to the sum of 7. Similarly, there are only 2 combinations. This one is a 6, 6, 6. Oops, sorry. It's a 6. This one's 2 numbers. 6, 6. This one, similar to this 844, there are 3 combinations. This one, there are 2, 6, 6, 2. This is 6, 6. This is 2, 6. Now let's move on to the sum of 2. So there are 2 here, and this one, 3. The last one, 1, 0, 1. Since the 0 cannot be the first digit, so it can only be the second digit or the third digit, so there are only two. Now we get all the possible number of three digits. We just need to add them up. If you add up all these numbers, you will know the total number of these